Welcome, America, to Dow's Weekly Digest. What got you here won't get you there. What got you here won't get you there. I'd like to share with you some ideas to consider on this little phrase that I just said, particularly for 2021. But first, folks, what you're waiting for, I know, let's look at some cowboy wisdom. Well, you can call me butter, 'cause I'm on a roll. You can call me butter, 'cause I'm on a roll. You could use that at any time, folks, and people are going to think about, what did he just say? What did he just say? How about some South Dakota trivia? In 1931, a small business owner from Nebraska established a business in a small town of only 231 people. In what he called himself, it's in the middle of nowhere in South Dakota. The first year, business was very, very slow. Then his wife, Dorothy, suggested that they start advertising. But they start advertising free ice water. You see, travelers were heading west to a newly opened national treasure called Mount Rushmore. And they were maybe about 60 miles from there. I'm speaking of Wall Drug in Wall, South Dakota. Wall Drug earns much of its fame from its self-promotion, these billboard advertising. They were throughout South Dakota and neighboring states. And in addition, then many visitors of Wall Drug erected signs throughout the world announcing how many miles it was to Wall Drug from the location that they were at. Folks, during Sturgis Week, Wall Drug claims that they were giving away 20,000 cups of water per day. A small business living up to what got you here isn't going to get you there. What does the Bible say about getting from point A to point B? Particularly, let's say, small business. Well, let me start in the Old Testament. I'm going to look at Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms His covenant, which He swore to your ancestors as it is today. You know, folks, all your skills and special talents that we use in our business are given to us by God. He gives us the abilities to make money and carry on transactions. He did it with our parents, our mentors, and He's doing it with us too. Let's go to the New Testament. I like Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is, which is a good, pleasing, and perfect will. You know, the world is still waiting for that better mousetrap. We should never rest on our successes. We must renew ourselves by lifelong learning and reading constantly. What got you here isn't going to get you there. There was a jobless man, no job at all. He applied for a position of office boy at a very big company. Now, the employer interviewed him and then gave him a test, physical test. This test was clean the floor. He did it. It was spick and span. After doing so, the employer says, "You're hired. Give me your email address and I'll send you the application as well as I'll tell you when to start." The man replied, "I'm sorry, sir. I don't have a computer or an email." "I'm sorry," the employer says. "If you don't have an email, you cannot have the job." So the man left with no hope, no job, didn't know what to do, and he only had $10 in his pocket. He decided to go to the supermarket and buy a lug of tomatoes. Then he took the crate and, folks, he went door to door. And in less than 2 hours, he succeeded and doubled his capital. He repeated that operation 3 times that day and returned home with $60. The man realized, hey, he could survive by this method. And so he started every day getting up earlier and maybe staying later. Thus, his money doubled, even tripled every day. Shortly later, he bought a cart. From a cart to a truck. From a truck to his own fleet. 5 years later, the man's company was one of the biggest food retailers around. He started to plan for his family's future and decided to have and purchase some life insurance. He called an insurance broker and chose a particular protection plan that they had went over. When the conversation concluded, the broker asked him, "What's your email?" The man replied, "I don't have an email." The broker replied, wondering, he says, "You don't have an email? Yet you have succeeded and built this empire? Do you imagine what position you could have if you had an email?" The man paused, looked down a little bit, looked up. He says, "Yeah, an office boy." Yes, what got you here isn't going to get you there. And there's better opportunities, folks, always awaiting you. GP for you equals G. Last week, I had the opportunity to sit in on a webinar. It was sponsored by the National Association of Independent Life Brokerage Agencies. And that's quite a handle. NELBA, let's call it. A study conducted by a group called McKinsey. They settled on 3 themes impacting our industry that they said would be impacting in the future. One of them was a shift of insurance companies to targeted health management. Armed with all the consumer data that they're able to get and getting more all the time, insurance companies will increasingly play a prominent role in managing the health of customers, thus reducing mortality and morbidity. Insurance companies could well be on the way to a more proscribe and prevent attitude towards policy holder management. Some of these ideas, folks, are already in practice. An insurance company like John Hancock, they track client health behaviors and offer discounts, not only premium discounts, but also wellness discounts once those targets are met. That being said, let's look at John Hancock and how they can help small business. And what better way to look at one of our premier carriers than to go to fmiAgent.com, the financial markets website. I have now went into the financial markets website, and I'm going to go to Agent Tools. Now I'm going to scroll down to Products. Next, I'm going to scroll down to John Hancock logo. Now that I'm here, I'm going to scroll down to Sales Tools. And remember, this whole process, this journey, if I have any questions, I can go to my internal wholesaler. But I'm scrolling down to the Sales Tools, and now I'm going to click on to Benefit Better microsite. Benefit Better is a solution of bringing added value to, maybe you know it as, the 162 Executive Bonus Plan. The overview that I'm now seeing is that this concept and plan will help the employer retain top employees and attract new ones. It allows me to take my small business clients or to-be clients and benefit offerings to the next level, knowing that it can be challenging, of course, for small businesses to find ways to attract and retain and reward those talented employees. John Hancock's unique executive benefit featuring Vitality offers a comprehensive wellness component that rewards employees for a healthy lifestyle. And we see some very important metrics here on this overview on what employees are looking for. look how they mesh together. I'm going to scroll on to Why Now. I'm able to see the uniqueness of John Hancock's Vitality Plus, offering this unique way to again attract and retain. I'm now going to go to the top and click on to the next area there entitled Solutions. Here I get a breakdown on how the employer can enhance that employer's compensation package. He's getting more bang for the buck. So let's go back up and click on to the heading titled Vitality. What's that all about? Here I can see what the different aspects of the Vitality Plan is and why, folks, it's so unique versus other executive bonus plans. Now I'm going to go to the top and click to Get Started and see the different prospecting resources all designed right here to implement the plan. And once it's enforced, how to service the plan. The Vitality Plus you're able to offer the employer is something very unique for those top employees. That's so special to that employer. If I go through these different buttons exploring the benefit better, Vitality Plus, if I had some questions, who would I go to? I'd be going to my internal wholesaler. And where can I see that? It's on the right side there, the dedicated team. My communication tip is this, folks. Your client, particularly small business owners, are looking for ways indeed to, as they say, that recruiting and retaining of key employees and communicating that to the potentials and their existing employees. By you caring and communicating this to them, you're showing and building that relationship. Communication tip is communication is caring. Caring is communication. The video that now I'd like to share with you folks from John Hancock, it goes into an explanation of the Vitality Plus, covering not only the premium discount, that can be, say for example, as much as 15%, but also those wellness rewards. This is a video that you could forward to your employer and let them see the added value of better benefit.
Protecting your family is smart. Saving money on your life insurance is even smarter. John Hancock Life Insurance with Vitality brings you all the traditional benefits of a life insurance policy, plus additional savings and rewards that you can enjoy right now. Now your policy can pay you back for living healthy. Just keep doing the things you're already doing to stay healthy, or be inspired to do even more and watch the savings add up. After your policy is issued, you'll take a Vitality Health Review online to see how your health stacks up relative to your age. Then you'll get personalized Vitality Health goals for the year, simple tips to help you reach them, a free Fitbit device, and other convenient, easy-to-use tools to keep track of your healthy activities, like walking, exercising, getting regular checkups, and buying nutritious food at the grocery store. You can also take short online courses on a range of healthy living topics. The more you do, the more Vitality points you'll earn. And the more points you earn, the higher your status becomes. With each status level you reach, you'll be rewarded for your efforts with premium savings up to 15% in the next policy year based on the Vitality status level you achieved. You could also save thousands of dollars each year on additional hotel, travel, and shopping rewards. Together, your premium savings and rewards could really add up. See how your life insurance can save you money and reward you for living healthy.
You're able to grasp the uniqueness of this approach of wellness and how the policyholder, who is the key employee of that business owner, can indeed benefit better by having this plan. Be sure to ask your internal wholesaler for more information on this special 162 Executive Bonus Plan. Oh, folks, it's a evolution, not a revolution. And what got us here won't get us there. But we're going to get there together. Because, folks, as it says right here, God's plan for you is great. Is great. And blessed are those who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. You take care now.